What's up, cowboy? You know, you're looking kind of rough lately. Rougher than usual, I mean.
I've, got a lot going on right now, Swan. You know how it is.
Yeah, sure. You know, you might want to try laying off the sauce and getting some shut-eye once in a while, huh?
Thanks, Mom. I'll get right on that.
Welcome back, sir. What did you discover from the crystal this time?
It's that obvious I used it, huh? Zeratul took the prophecy fragments he found to a temple? Library? Kind of both, I guess. But this weird Protoss-Zerg hybrid had taken over the place.
You mean some sort of infested Protoss?
No, this wasn't like infestation at all. It was like someone took the strengths of both races and twisted them together. I gotta tell you, if these things are real, we're in a lot of trouble.
The classified documents we found on Core Hall imply the Dominion has a top-secret bioweapons lab on an orbital platform at Castanar. If the Dominion is cooking up a big surprise for us, I'd like to know about it.
So what's the scoop on this top-secret death lab?
This asteroid is registered as a beryllium storage warehouse. But that must be a cover for the Dominion's biolab.
Let's hope so. We'd look pretty silly coming all this way for a few tons of beryllium. Did those documents give us any clues as to what the Dominion's cooking up in there?
No, sir. But they did contain some of the facility's security codes, so we may be able to hack into their systems.
Sounds fun. Well, as long as we're here, we may as well take a look.
Sir, parts of the facility seem to be scan shielded. Our signals are breaking up left and right. Be careful in there.
Hey, careful's my middle name.
I thought it was Eugene.
Shut it, Matt. All right, boys. Stay frosty. Break it down. Surprise, surprise. The door's sealed. Nothing a little breaching charge won't cure. Talk to me. Time to man up. You can count on me. Time to man up.
This facility is strictly off limits. Rainer? Halt! You're under arrest!
Not today, buddy. Let's roll.
Fry any rebel you see.
Looks like we got a reception committee waiting for us. Adjutant, activate those gun turrets and give them a surprise.
System accessed. Decrypting security overrides. System control established.
Well, we got half the guns. Should take some of them out at least.
What the...
What's the plan? Sounds like a plan. Raiders roll. Time to man up. You can count on me.
Better send some body bags. Please state the nature of your medical emergency.
What's up? Time to man up. You can count on me. Sounds like a plan.
Oh my god! Don't kill me!
Count on me. Time to man up. These creatures, they ain't like any Zerg I've ever seen before. Matt, scan their biosignatures.
Hold on. The signal's weak in there. Wait. Sir, I'm reading both Zerg and Protoss DNA. Were those things assimilated somehow?
I don't know, but I'm real curious as to what they're doing inside a Dominion lab.
Check it out. We got that Raynor guy trapped in Lab 1.
Ha! Nice! Release the Zerg!
Sell me. Zerg. They're coming from the holding pen. Destroy it, boys. We gotta block them out. Sounds like a plan. Raiders roll. Time to man up. You can count on me. Sounds like a plan. You can count on me. Time to man up. Raiders roll. You can count on me. Sounds like a plan. Time to man up. Sounds like a plan. You can count on me. Raiders roll. Time to man up. Sounds like a plan. Time to man up. You can count on me. Raiders roll. Time to man up. Sounds like a plan. Talk to me. You can count on me. What's up? Raiders roll. Time to man up. Raiders roll. You can count on me.
They got out. That ain't good.
Count on me. Raiders roll. Time to man up. Raiders roll. Sounds like a plan. You can count on me. Sounds like a plan. Raiders roll. Time to man up. Raiders roll. Time to man up.
Hold them back! Don't let them in the lab!
Time to man up. You can count on. Break it down. Looks like we got a few options on this terminal to soften them up before we go in. Raiders roll. Time to man up. Sounds like a plan. Sell me. Break it down. Talk to me. You can count on me. Looks like the same creature was mutated and cloned over and over. Matt, you got any additional info?
Stedman's been running some tests, sir. He says the specimen's DNA strands have been artificially spliced. Whoever's in charge of this mess did it deliberately.
Matt, we've got to blow this place sky high. No way we can just leave it standing.
Well, I'm picking up a strong power signature close to you. There must be a large fusion reactor somewhere in the facility.
Perfect. We'll find the reactor, destroy it, then we're out of here. Raiders roll. Time to man up. Sounds like a plan. You can count on me. Time to man up. Sounds like a plan. Count on me. Raiders roll. Time to man up. Sounds like a plan. Raiders roll. You can count on me. Sounds like a plan. Time to man up. Raiders roll. They were testing these weapons on the specimens. What the hell have they been up to here? Raiders roll. Sounds like a plan. You can count on me. Time to man up. We've got trouble ahead. That cargo base big enough for heavy units. Sounds like a plan. Oh yeah. Siege tanks. Vikings. Wait. Some kind of warbot. Looks like I can pick a weapon upgrade and activate it from this console. Here goes. Sell me.
That bot won't last long. Let's move.
What's the plan? Raiders, break it down. Talk to me. Sounds like a plan. Count on me. What's up? Time to man. Raiders roll. Break it down. Sounds like a plan. You can count on me. What's the plan? Talk to me. Raiders roll. Sell me. You can count on me. Sounds like a plan. Time to man up. Raiders roll. Time to man up. Raiders roll. Sounds like a plan. You can count on me.
You read me, Matt? I could use some reinforcements down here. They got something big in the next room, and I don't think it's friendly.
You got it, sir. I only have one dropship. Yes, sir. Your reinforcements are inbound.
Well, he did his best for us.
Just say when.
What's the plan? Sounds like a plan. You can count on me. Raiders roll. Sounds like a plan. Time to man up.
Say the word. Go on.
Break it down. You can count on me. Talk to me. Raiders roll. Time to man up. count on me. Sounds like a plan. Time to man up. Sell me. Raiders roll.
You gonna give me...
What's up? Sounds like a plan. Raiders roll. Sounds like a plan. Brutalist, huh? So the Dominion's doing research on these things too. Mean-looking sucker. You can count on me. Raiders roll. You can count on me. Time to man. Talk to me. You can count on me. Sounds like a plan. Raiders roll. You can count on me. Time to man up. Sounds like a plan. Time to man up. Raiders roll. You can count on me. Time to man up. Sounds like a plan.
We could use some help here.
Raiders roll. Sounds like a plan. Raiders roll. Sounds like a plan.
Sir, you're right on top of that power signature. The fusion reactor must be nearby.
Time to man up. Sounds like a plan. Time to man up. You can count on me. Raiders roll. You can count on me. Sounds like a plan. Raiders roll.
Containment field weakening. Protoss-Zerg hybrid reviving.
Emergency! Emergency! Containment breach! We're all gonna die!
My lord. Am I seeing this right? Hybrid. We should get out of here right now. What's up? All right, that's it. We're leaving. Count on me.
Sir, you'll have to be careful. Signal's warping, but that critter's breaking the place apart. Who knows what you'll run into?
Just what I wanted to hear. Thanks for the heads up. Stay tight on me. Let's move, Raiders.
Plan. Time to man up. Raiders roll. You can count on me. Time to man up. Sounds like a plan. Raiders roll. Sounds like a plan. Raiders roll. You can count on me. Raiders roll. Chrono Rift device. Must be based on alien tech. Minsk is really playing with fire here. You can count on me. Raiders roll. Sounds like a plan. Time to man up.
count on me. Time to man up. You can count on me. Sounds like a plan. Time to man up. You can count on me. Time to man up. Sounds like a plan. Time to man up. Raiders roll. You can count on me.
Sir, if I'm reading this right, that hybrid is virtually indestructible. Don't try and fight it. Just get out of there.
Hell, that debris won't hold it for long. Keep moving. Go, go! Sounds like a plan. Raiders roll.
The hybrid is on the move.
Sounds like a plan. Raiders roll. Sounds like a plan. You can count on me. Another warbot. Adjutant, send it after the hybrid to buy us some time. Time to man up. Sounds like a plan. Raiders roll. Let's move! Count on me. Raiders roll. Sounds like a plan. You can count on me. Raiders roll. Time to man up. You can count on me. Time to man up. Sounds like a plan. Time to man up. You can count on me. Sounds like a plan. Hell, that warbot didn't last long. You can count on me. Raiders roll. You can count on me. Time to man up. Sounds like a plan. Time to man up. Sounds like a plan. The place is coming apart fast. Raiders roll. Sounds like a plan. You can count on me. Raiders roll. You can count on me. Raiders roll. You can count on me. Raiders roll. Sounds like a plan. You can count on me. Time to man up. You can count on me. Sounds like a plan. Time to man up. Raiders roll. Time to man up. Sounds like a plan. Time to man up. Sounds like a plan. Raiders roll. Sounds like a plan. Time to man up. Count on me. Time to man up. Sounds like a plan. You can count on me. Raiders roll. Sounds like a plan. Raiders roll. Time to man up. You can count on me. Sounds like a plan. Raiders roll. You can count on me. Time to man up. Raiders roll. What's up? Time to man up. Sounds like a plan. Raiders roll. You can count on me. Sounds like a plan. You can count on me.
Sir, I lost the hybrid signal. It seemed to just disappear.
Define disappear. Raiders roll. You can count on me. Raiders roll. You can count on me. Sounds like a plan. Raiders roll. Time to man up. Sounds like a plan. Time to man up. Sounds like a plan. Raiders roll. You can count on me. Sounds like a plan. Time to man up. Whoa! What the hell? Plan. Time to man up. Sounds like a plan. Raiders roll.
Evac, get to the transport.
Transport? If we just found our way out of here. Raiders roll. You can count on me. Raiders roll. Time we were leaving. Lift off. Matt, can you read me? I'm inbound in some big transport the Dominion was nice enough to supply. Don't shoot us down.